Going grocery shopping is not the mental load. I don't know who needs to hear this, but there's a very big difference between going grocery shopping and being the person responsible for knowing every single thing that is in your refrigerator, in your pantry, what you're running low on, what needs to be on the list. Being the person in charge of all of that information, that is the mental load. And that is a big difference than being the person who just buys the groceries, okay? Because buying the groceries, that is the easy part. But being the person who knows that you are running dangerously low on ketchup, that is the mental load. And so you're buying more because you know that your 4-year-old is not gonna eat without ketchup. It's being the person who knows that one of your kids has a lot of allergies in their classroom, and so there's only certain snacks they can bring to school, like these. It is being the person who knows that your son is not eating nearly enough protein, and so you're buying anything you can to get him to eat more, which is why we're buying these chomps. It is being the person who does the grocery shopping, who remembers everything that's in the pantry and in the fridge, and then is ultimately adding it to the cart and adding it to the list. And here's the thing about the mental load. It never goes away. Unfortunately, it never goes away. The running list in your brain of all the things in your fridge and pantry, it's always changing, right? Because we're always eating food and our kids are always changing their minds. And honestly, one day your kids like the white mac and cheese with cheddar. The next day, they only like the orange. And so that's what you're buying. It is a never-ending to-do list in your brain. That is the mental load. And honestly, one of the hardest parts about the mental load is just how exhausting it is to be the person keeping this running tab in your brain and always remembering to restock and rebuy all the things that your kids love. And you know another part of the mental load that I didn't even mention yet? Budgeting. Budgeting for the groceries, finding time to go to the grocery store, all of that is the mental load. Honestly, if I never have to step foot into a grocery store again, I will be happy, which is why I absolutely love Thrive Market. We've been using Thrive Market for a few months now, and my family loves it, but me especially, because I'm the person who typically does all of the groceries. And the thing about Thrive Market that I love is that it gets delivered to my house, so I don't have to go anywhere, and I can also put it on auto ship, which is amazing. So if there's certain things like the ketchup and the mac and cheese and the applesauce pouches that I always need, I can just get them shipped once a month. It is so easy and I don't have to think about it. But more importantly than that, I also know that everything that I'm getting has high quality ingredients in it. I no longer have to worry about like triple checking every single label on every single box because I know that Thrive Market only carries the highest quality products with good ingredients for my kids. And so that alleviates some of that mental load. And here's the thing too, they also have some of my favorite stuff, which is what I love, right? I can get my favorite after dinner treat. I can get my favorite poppies. This has been so much better than having to figure out one, grocery pickup, or two, actually physically going to a grocery store. And the other thing that I love is that it saves us money. Like it actually saves us money. And you would think that getting it delivered to your house would cost more money, but it's costing us less money. If you're interested in trying out Thrive Market, I highly recommend it, especially if you are the person in charge of the mental load of grocery shopping or the actual grocery shopping itself, because this has saved me so much time, so much money, and I no longer feel like I'm stressed out by the idea of grocery shopping. I have honestly been loving Thrive Market, and so if you want to try them out too, you can use the link in my bio. That link is going to get you 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. I cannot recommend it enough. This has changed the way that I grocery shop.